Hello, this is Renato Figueiredo with the IPOP project, and I'll present a demonstration of the SocialVPN. What is SocialVPN? It's a self-configuring virtual private network that connects friends to other friends through peer-to-peer virtual network links. That allows you to communicate directly and privately between you and your friends. And it also allows, through virtualization, to run existing software like games, streaming, and file sharing. SocialVPN is an open source software that's part of the IPOP project. It's user level and runs on various devices. It uses an XMPP server to obtain social relationships. You can use, for example, public XMPP servers like Google's Hangout, Jabber.org, or run your own private XMPP server like we'll do in this demo. So in this demo, I'm going to show an example with 3 users, Alice, Bob, and Carol, and one server that's running the XMPP software, the open source eJabber. And that server is configured such that Bob is going to be friends with Alice and Carol, but Alice and Carol are not going to be friends. So the first thing that SocialVPN does is, for every node that's running the software, connects and logs in to the XMPP server and discover which friends are online. So I'm now showing a virtual machine that's called Xavier that runs an XMPP server for this demonstration. And with this command, I'm showing the users who are currently connected to this virtual machine. And you see that Bob and Alice are connected. And in this XMPP server, you can also show which friends are connected to each other friend. So Alice is friends with Bob, and Carol is friends with Bob, and Bob is friends with both Alice and Carol. Let me switch now to another virtual machine that's Bob's virtual machine. And you can see that in Bob's virtual machine, he has a network interface called IPOP with a private IPv6 and IPv4 address. The IPv4 address here is 172.31.0.100. And all of Bob's friends map to a subnet in this address space. And you can see that Alice, in this example, gets the address, private address 172.31.0.101 in this SocialVPN. So if Bob and Alice run the SSH software, in this case Bob can log in to Alice's machine and vice versa. So now let me show you how to run SocialVPN. And we switch now to the virtual machine of Carol. And as you can see, right now SocialVPN is not running, so the IPOP virtual network interface is not enabled. But here I'm going to run IPOP TinCan, which is the virtual router, as well as the SocialVPN controller. And the configuration of this SocialVPN controller tells it to connect to a particular XMPP host and the address that you're going to be assigned for yourself. And now you can see that this machine also gets a virtual IP address in its own SocialVPN. And if I switch back to Bob, you will see that now Bob is able to log in also to Carol's machine, which gets to be mapped to a different virtual address in Bob's virtual network. So as you can see, Bob is now logged into Carol. But Alice cannot see Carol's machine and vice versa because they are not friends. So what happened in the demo is that Alice, Bob, and Carol logged into the server and created SocialVPN links according to their social network friendships. And the virtual network maps private IPv4 addresses in the scope of each local user. For IPv4, we do address translation in order to map a large number of users into the social network, from the social network into the SocialVPN. SocialVPN also supports IPv6, and IPv6 addresses are not translated, which allows for new applications to be developed without having to worry about address translation. So for example, switching back to Bob, I can see that one virtual machine that Bob is connected to, which is Alice, also has an IPv6 address given here. And this address can be used to also connect between these two machines. And the fact that, again, it's not translated facilitates the development of new applications because of the larger address space of IPv6. If you're interested in the software, the next step you should take is go to our website and go through the hands-on tutorial that's available that describes exactly the steps that I took in this demonstration. Detailed instructions are available. And please subscribe to our mailing list and use the software and contribute to this open source project. And thank you.